What is up, everybody? It's Revv time. Today I want to talk about, well, this is weird. It's basically my confessions as to the struggle being real as a guitar player, especially as I've gotten older. I've realized that I'm making certain mistakes. Well, they're not mistakes. Hang on, I'm fixing my system prefs because my screensaver just came on and it's making me mad. Real mad. Real mad. Okay, that's better. So, no, I've just been noticing lately that when I play, not even when I'm really trying to play fast, I've just been noticing a lot more tension in my arm and shoulder than used to be there. And because I've become aware of that, now I'm struggling with trying to sort it out. And it's really, I'm going to explain to you kind of what's going on with me and what I'm trying to do, but what I would love to hear is what you guys are doing and what suggestions you may have to sort this out. So, you know, like that kind of stuff I just played, I like to play, I guess, a little bit more dynamically. I like to use a soft attack, even in solos if I can. And I think that's why I tend to play with a little bit less gain, because I need the dynamics just in the pick attack overall. And I do fine until, you know, I start playing, you know, faster lines, like even that little riff. I know with my technique, I tend to be quite a bit more what I call hammer-ons and pull-offs and Lord help me's and Hail Marys is basically how I play. And that's how I've been doing it to keep from just kind of stiffening up. It's like I never really pick every single note. Sometimes I directionally pick. Sometimes I'll alternate, sometimes I'll hybrid pick, but I've noticed that tension. So what I've been doing is trying to figure out, well, is it here? Am I just gripping the pick too hard? Because when I really want to dig in and have it like bounce like that, I tend to kind of stay that way and then use less wrist as opposed to just lightening up on how I'm gripping the pick for dynamics. And I guess that's the thing, is there's so much to it. But what I've been doing lately is just picking something like that riff, which, you know, if I slow it down, I guess that's what I'm doing. So there's a little bit of altered things in there, and you guys can mess with that, but it's more that you pick something that you would be considered a faster riff, and, you know, and let me know what you're doing to keep from tightening up. Because a lot of bluegrass players are really great at staying extremely relaxed, but picking, you know, virtually every single note using cross-picking techniques and slant pick techniques. There's so much to it. But what I've tried to narrow it down to is, you know, can I hold the pick lighter to get the same amount of response out of the amp? So right there I held the pick really light. And you can see that I'm kind of directional picking. So if I dig in, you know, that feels a little bit stiff. So I guess what I'm trying to do is find like the happy medium between how tightly I'm gripping this pick and how much wrist I've got going on, and just trying to stay conscious as I play. You know, and sometimes, you know, I always grew up keeping, you know, basically what would be considered like a fist, you know. And now I'm learning maybe to relax that a little bit, because that can create tension. I can realize, you know, that I'm actually like kind of clenching my fist as opposed to just staying really relaxed. So, you know, it's things I'm trying to not just end up getting really fatigued. So that's what I'm doing, okay? So I'm taking a riff like I showed you guys, and I'm just trying to figure out through just right hand, like, what am I doing? What's creating the tension? Now that I'm conscious of it, what can I do to relax into playing those kind of lines? because I really want the dynamics, but I'm just trying to figure out how to not get too tense when I'm ramping up the dynamics. And I think a lot of it is just kind of breathing into the faster lines, relaxing into a phrase that you're going to play a little bit faster. Don't tense up before you even start it. Just kind of relax into it. Maybe even be dynamic within that. Don't start the phrase, full on, harder dynamic, pick dynamics. Maybe start the phrase with a softer dynamic. It's just there's things I'm trying, but because I'm not really a shredder player anyways. And when I do play faster, like I said, I it's just a lot of prayer at that point. But so I know this is getting, I'm wandering all over the place, but I'm just trying to have a conversation with you guys about what I'm struggling with as a player. I've just been playing for a long time. This is something I've noticed. It's been getting a little bit worse. So what do you guys do? How do you try to just relax? Is it a mental thing? Is it something that you physically practice? Do you pick like a pattern or a scale and just play it over and over and over to a metronome, which is probably a good idea. That's what I should be doing. And just try and stay relaxed within the dynamics of your pick attack and how you want it to sound. Do you change grips? Have you tried changing grips, or just how you keep your hand in general? All that stuff I think would be helpful for all us guitar nerds that are, you never stop growing as a guitar player. You never stop learning, and I certainly don't. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And as always, I really appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you next time.